Welcome to Forest Namesake. We're so glad that you're here. I'm Valentine. This is my mom, Martina. We're talking kind of loud today because we're outside of a coffee shop. And we're right next to the highway. And there's people walking around. But we want to do this video because it's just been a heart and mind that the channel needs a new facelift, so to speak.
Yeah, that's a good word.
A new direction, which is what the title is going to be called.
For this episode,
yes.
Anyway. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. So we don't mind talking about topics and doing research on them, but I don't think that people want to watch us look at our notes and look at the Bible too much. Then it seems like a Bible study. And when we do these videos, we've done all our notes and we come together and just in the moment we do the video. We don't like practice doing a video and then try it again and then record it. We just do it impromptu in the moment. So then when I go back and we look at our videos after a while, then I think, oh my goodness, then we're the audience and we realize, wow, this looks like a Bible study that we're doing for y'all. And maybe some of y'all don't mind the Bible study effect, but I think that after a while people might get tired of doing Bible studies. And my husband does that anyway on Sunday mornings. He has the Bible studies. So if you like that kind of a concept, then please watch those. But Valentine and I thought that you might enjoy more of a personable approach, right? Being more personal with you.
Sorry about that. It's just we don't really know where else to film. That's another issue on our channel. Probably a lot of views, not only in addition to the Bible studies, but we do a lot of our talking in the truck. In our situation, that's usually the most quiet place to do it without distractions. The only other place is at a disc golf park. And while it's quiet for the most part, the weather is a big issue.
Yes.
And this spring has been one of our wettest that I can remember.
Right. It's always raining, and that's why it's always green where we live.
For now,
Yeah.
It's amazing for Texas. It's June the 1st right now. By this time, Texas should already be turning brown, so this is a new experience for us.
Right, yeah.
But
it's already very hot,
yeah,
too.
very hot and humid.
Right.
But that is an issue, because it's really soggy in the grass area, and now, in addition to that, there's a lot of, our city has a lot of mowers that come through, and they're constantly mowing the yard, and there's disc golfers, and there's dogs. It's just...
It sounds like we're making a lot of excuses, but it is the truth. And as a homeless family, we don't get to, we wish we could give you a tour of our home and walk around from room to room, but we don't have that convenience or luxury or whatever you want to call it. So as a homeless family, as we've shared in some other videos, that we're not very much liked, and people know that we are, because it's a smaller city, and people, everybody pretty much knows everybody, and everybody knows that we're the homeless family. I think we're the only homeless family. There's a lot of homeless individuals.
There was one family that lived in a much smaller vehicle than we did, but I haven't seen them in a while.
I haven't seen them, so they must have moved on by now, but we're the only ones, and it's been on June 7th. It'll be actually the entire year that we've been homeless, and we're not complaining, but there are some conveniences that we do miss from living in a home.
Quiet.
We get to have privacy, which we don't get to have now. So
we're sorry that we're always in a truck. It's just the quietest, where we're not straining our voices and this constant noise behind us. And so we are sorry for that, but I just don't see what else we can do.
Yeah, unless y'all have some great ideas, let us know. And speaking of ideas, we would like to know what your ideas are, or what you would like us to talk about. We've done various different topics over the course of the year, and you can go back and check out those if you're new to the channel. Welcome. We're glad that you're here. We've noticed that we've had an increase in subscribers, but just not a whole lot of increase on viewers.
Yeah.
And be sure to give us a thumbs up. At the end when Valentine says be sure to like and subscribe and give us a thumbs up, that's
Yes.
We're hoping that people will do that. I don't know.
It is amazing what the like button will do. A lot of our subscribers probably don't even click the like button, You probably don't even know that it really does help the algorithm. So we appreciate that.
Yeah.
And as we said before, I mean, this is not our channel, it's God's channel.
Right.
And we want to make sure that we keep him in the center.
Right.
But at the same time, for us as his workers, you know, it does help to get that feedback and encouragement and knowing that we're doing what he wants us to do.
Yeah. So even though we're going to be changing the method of doing our talks, in the sense of not so much, if we do research, we will have to already kind of memorize it or know it well enough to be able to look directly into the camera so that we're looking at you, and it'll be like having a conversation with you, or that we are talking to you directly, looking at your face rather than looking down at our notes all the time. Because looking back at our videos, I've noticed that we did that quite a bit. And then we also looked back into the Bible, and then we would read from the Bible, and there's nothing wrong with that. It's just that a lot of times our heads were down, and me as a viewer looking back at it, I'm thinking, I don't like it when people are looking down. That's just me. I would rather they look at me straight in the face and talk to me that way. So we would still, even though it's going to be more on a face-to-face level, more personable level, like Valentine said, because of the channel's name, we would like to keep Christ at the very center of our discussions or talks that we have. So we will be referencing the Bible. We may even quote scripture from the Bible. We may even look down at the Bible from time to time, but it won't be in the format of an actual Bible study, because I feel like that's how it's been, sort of, don't you think? Unless we have like talks about our home or situation, then it's more of a one-on-one, like day in the life video, that kind of thing. Then it's different. But we're talking about the ones where we're actually talking about specific topics. Like just recently we did fear of the Lord. So that we required to look into the Bible, of course, to look at scripture for that. And then we did some, we've done various different topics. We've even done some controversial topics. But we always went back to the Bible. We still want to go back to the Bible, but it'll be more personal. And we would like your suggestions for different topics, or maybe you want to see something in our daily life. Maybe you want to see that. So yeah.
And please, when you leave a suggestion, stick around, because we've had posts, community posts, and asking people what they're interested in. And when they put down what they're interested in and we do it for them, they don't
show up again.
They don't show up. I'm sorry, folks, I'm talking kind of quiet, but there's just no privacy. There's constant people walking around, and we don't want to give ourselves away too much, you know what I'm saying? Right. So please, if you leave a suggestion, please stick around for it, because it's kind of like, well, what was the point of doing it? The video for them. And there's a lot of people that used to be faithful subscribers and viewers, and we no longer see them. I wish I could name you guys by name, but I won't do that, because that would not be nice. But I mean, I hope that you guys are okay. For those of you who used to watch, and we're sorry if we did anything that offended you. We try to pray to God for every single video, but of course we're only human. We do make mistakes, and so we are sorry if we did something.
Yeah. Right.
I think maybe right now you guys are bored. Maybe that's what it is.
We've noticed that our numbers of viewers have gone down in the last, I'd say the last month or so.
Yeah.
Don't you think?
Maybe even 2.
Yeah, and something else that we're learning as we're going to, and we discovered that while we may enjoy it, maybe you all don't enjoy it so much, is the trivias. We have different themed trivias. Like recently we had the, was it Memorial Day?
Yes.
Trivia, and before that Mother's Day trivia. And there wasn't as many participants as we thought, or even viewers for that particular day. I guess they see the word trivia. Maybe some people are not that great at it, so they think, oh, you know what, I'm not going to watch that video. I don't know. But we noticed that trivias are not the in thing these days. That we enjoy it, of course, because we get to do the research and we learn and we have fun giving it to y'all. But I think we're going to maybe steer away from trivias probably, because that does not seem to bring very much interest in that.
But we do thank you for those of you who did participate in
Right.
it, and that meant a lot to us.
Yeah, exactly. And this may sound like we're complaining a lot, and I'm thinking back now on the beginning of this video that we're doing today. It just seems like we're complaining a lot, and we're so sorry for that.
We're sorry. We have been. I mean, we want to be honest too. I mean, we have been frustrated and concerned.
Right.
But yeah, I mean, you want honesty, and I hope that's what we're portraying to you guys. And please bring prayer for the channel too, if you feel led to. Especially those who are members, we appreciate your prayers especially. And we're sorry for you guys that we haven't done much for you on the membership page. It started off because we were so busy, and now that it's kind of weighing down, now we're trying to figure out what videos that you guys would like to. So members, please leave some suggestions of what you would like to see.
Yes, on the membership page, and
the regular
page. Right, yeah.
And the same for you ladies. We haven't forgotten about you. And I hope that you're getting the notifications, because we noticed that not many ladies have been commenting who are members on the Shunammite women. So make sure that you're checking your notifications.
Yes, that's right. Okay.
And I'm sorry I keep looking in this direction. I'm not used to this format. We're using a phone today. So I'm sorry. It'll take me a while to look at
I just now realized that I've been looking straight ahead at the screen in front of me, but that's not so I'm sorry I haven't been looking at you directly.
We're used to the camera.
I need to look at the one on the left side.
Yeah.
And I think that's just normal. People want to make sure that they look okay in the camera, and that works.
Make sure they can see us.
Right. So anyway, we apologize for that, but yeah. So new direction for the channel, and we did notice that the most views, believe it or not, seem to be on the songs, which in the beginning they didn't bring in too many views. It's strange the way things just kind of flip-flop. And then also a lot of views were brought in whenever we would talk about our actual homeless journey. But it was, but then again, only certain subjects. For example, the illness one that brought in a lot of views, homelessness and illness, I think. But then another one that I thought would bring a lot of views, which was when her sister had the car wreck, and it even said on the front, car accident, with a picture on it. And we thought that would bring in a lot of views, and that didn't bring as many views as in comparison to the illness one. Isn't that interesting? That's another thing. Every time we think something will, like, oh, there's going to be a lot of views to this one, and then it's not that way at all. Or other times we think, well, there's not going to be a lot of people to this particular topic, and then that one gets over 100 views. Because it's just funny how life works out that way. But I'm sure y'all could relate that happens a lot in life that way. It's called irony, I think. Yeah. So.
And, something else too. Another reason why we probably don't do a lot of homeless videos. You see that kind of whisper that. I'm not really ashamed, because I don't think that we did anything wrong. I mean, God allowed us to be in this situation, and He's blessed us and taught us so many lessons. But at the same time, my pitiful human self, I do get embarrassed sometimes when there's people around. And we've had the last video that we did back in the winter time, when we said that it was the best thing that's happened. Well, a lot of you guys were nice. Some of you, the viewers, weren't, and it discouraged me. But I feel bad because, sorry, it's just so loud. See this? That's another thing. If we're gonna be outside, you might get a little part of me that you guys won't like.
It seems to bother Val to read it more than it does me.
It does.
I think it's funny at times.
I do miss the quiet. That's just part of the situation I don't like. I do miss having some peace and quiet, but God has not opened that door just yet, and if He does, He does, and if not, then I just have to accept that and be content. So you can pray with me about that, but that's probably why you're not getting a lot of the homeless videos. It's because of me, I think, so I'm sorry about that. I just got discouraged with the negative comments that some people left.
Yeah, but again, those are one-timer. That's the
I
thing. The
know.
ones that it's funny. The one, well, it's not really. It's not funny. But looking back, it's funny that the ones that leave the worst comments and the really really bad ones, my husband will delete. I mean, if they're just really rude or just mean, or if it's this back and forth arguing, back and forth. We don't like that on this
No.
channel. So if you see that and you're one of those that enjoys that back and forth of people arguing amongst each other, or even if it's not so much arguing, but just someone states their statement, then another one does theirs, and it's just back and forth of opposites kind of thing, then my husband deletes those. He just takes them off.
We asked him to too.
Because that's, I mean, some channels like that because it brings them more comments that way, I guess. But we don't think that's Christ-like. We always ask ourselves, what would Jesus do? Would Jesus like that back and forth arguing between the brethren, if you want to use that word? I guess that's a good word to use, among Christian brothers and sisters. And then the random troll that comes in that every channel has.
Yeah.
It's not just us. Those that don't make any sense at all, that have absolutely nothing to do with the episode whatsoever. They'll say something like sun, moon, stars, for example. What does that have to do with our channel? Unless we are talking about
God's smoking.
Yeah,
I'm sorry, folks.
God's creation or something. Yeah, this is another thing. This city is extremely smoky. No offense to anyone who smokes, but we do not like it at all, and I'm allergic to it. So it's starting to bother my throat a little bit now. I don't know where it's coming from. It must be around the corner, and we're at a coffee shop that actually says no smoking. Even the tables say no smoking, but people don't abide by the rules too much here.
Not in this city. And we're not making fun of you who do. I know it's a hard habit to break. It's just I wish they wouldn't do it so nearby. That's all.
Right. Yeah.
So,
Okay. Well, if y'all have any ideas, please. We want to, we want to know what you want us to talk about. Please. That's very important to us, because sometimes we wonder, if some of the topics are just, especially the ones that don't receive very many views, we think, wow, we thought that was interesting, but I guess that's not what our audience or viewers want to see, or subscribers want to see. So, and then I'm just curious. I would love, and I'm sure Valentine would love to know too, if you could put in the comments down below, what brought you, or what made you subscribe to our channel? That's it. Not what brought you, but rather what made you subscribe to the channel. Was it a song? Was it a shorts video that my husband does? Was it the Bible study that my husband does on Sunday mornings? I mean, what? Was it one of the homeless videos? We would like to know. I would love to know. Valentine would love to know, please, if you don't mind sharing, what made you subscribe to the channel. Yeah, because I've done that too, where I've seen shorts videos, and that shorts video was so good that I subscribed, not knowing who I was even subscribing to. And then later I clicked on the actual whatever I was subscribing to, and they used a lot of bad language, and I thought, no thanks. And so I unsubscribed, because I don't like bad language. I'm just not gonna put up with that. I can't watch a video where every other word is a bad word, for example. So yeah, please tell us what made you subscribe to this channel. Okay, and we want your honesty. Okay, well,
we hope that that you will leave some comments, your feedback, and I'm sorry for kind of raising your voice. It's not because we're mad, it's because it's really
very loud.
Very loud. I hope it's not loud, and it is loud in ours. And we were tired of the truck. I mean, if you guys get tired of it, that we do too sometimes, and we want different changes scenery.
Yes, definitely.
And again, we didn't mean to complain. We just speak out of concern and honesty. I don't want to put on the front that everything's happy-go-lucky.
Right.
I do want to be honest with you in a respectful way, of course.
Yes, but by the same token, we're not entirely depressed or just bumming around and woe is me, and we're not like that either. We just normal human beings that trying to navigate ourselves through life with the Holy Spirit, with God leading us, and that kind of thing.
Can't make it without Him.
Right. Yeah.
So, and I hope we hope that you like the video, and subscribe if this is your first time. Hello, welcome.
Yes.
And click that notification bell. We do try to post every day around 11 a.m. Central Time.
Yes.
And And we hope to see you on the next one, Lord willing. Goodbye.
Bye-bye.